Antique Avenue here on Western. Stuart and I are going to do some shopping today, but here's my question of the day for you guys. I know kind of what I'm looking for. Stuart kind of knows what he's looking for, but I want to know what you would be looking for if you were in this fabulous antique store. So in the comments below, make sure that you tell me what is on your radar right now. Well, oh my gosh, do I have a fun segment for you today. We're out and about on Western Avenue. This wonderful antique store is one of my very favorite ones. It's Antique Avenue Market. It is literally blocks from my house. I have shopped here for years. It's kind of an institution in this area. There's a number of different antique stores up and down Western, and this is one of my very favorite. So I want to bring you inside, show you a little bit about it. I love it because, again, it's in my neighborhood. This is a busy street, but it's right across the street from McGinnis High School, which is a Catholic high school. Both of my boys went to school there. They went to school, yes, literally blocks from my house. But come over here because I want to show you the iconic rooster. That is a real fixture and a landmark on Western Avenue, and you can always tell people this is where you find the shop. It's right where the rooster is. Again, it's Antique Avenue Market. I'll put a link above if you want to click on it to see exactly where it's located and more about the store. But they not only have wonderful stuff inside the store, they have wonderful stuff outside of the store for what they call their patio and garden section. And I'll show you something that I definitely have on my list. I've checked it out a couple of times, and today I think I'm going to buy it. But they have wonderful metal furniture. Some of it's already been repainted. Some of it you can restore yourself. They have wonderful options like this. Things that you can't find new anymore, and I just love that. But Stuart, let's go around to the back before we go inside, because I want to show you the table. I've been telling Stuart about this table that I have been looking at to kind of corral all of my topiaries, because I told you that I think they look a little bit cluttered. And I think I have found a table that's going to serve my purpose. So I came here looking. They have some stoneware stuff. They have some great, like, I just love these metal outdoor tables. I just absolutely love them. You can see there's a sign that tells you where parking is and stuff. I love this little table. I just think it is so fun. It's the perfect size. I would use this indoors or out. But come this way, Stuart. And I just love old stuff like this. So if I were in the market for exterior metal fencing or things like that, they sometimes have that stuff here. They will also, if you tell them that you're looking for something, they'll keep an eye out for it. But this is what I've got my eye on. So this is actually a bar table, an outdoor bar table. But I think it will be brilliant for staging my topiaries all in one place. I can layer them on this top level, on the bottom level. It's sturdy. It's got that antiquated look that I really like. And inside, Stuart, here, let me see if I can show people. It's upside down, but there's a piece of tape in the middle that shows that it's $139. It says on there that that's firm. So I will happily pay $139 for this because it's exactly what I want. It's about 38 inches square. I could water my topiaries to my heart's content. It will all drain through, and I will have them congregated in one place. So I really love this. I've come back and I've looked at it a couple of times, and now I think I want it. But I want to show you something else here that I think has just tremendous potential. Look at this coffee table frame. This is wrought iron metal. I think this would be brilliant to put some kind of bottom in it, maybe a glass bottom or even a solid bottom, maybe marble, whatever. But then you could put a piece of beveled glass cut to form on top, and it would be kind of like a shadow box. and personalized to what you want. And look, that is just $55. That's incredible. You could put a piece of stone on it. There's a myriad of ways that you could use that indoors or out. So I'm always looking for those kinds of things when I come here. Antique stores are just a reservoir of really wonderful ideas. So let's go inside. I want you to meet my friend Erin, and we'll do a walkabout, but this time in an antique store. Stuart, let's go inside.
I'm going to follow you so I can speed up, maybe have an option.
That's exactly what I thought. We'll speed this up. We'll
Get close to the front, I'll slow it back down.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. Okay, so start slowing it down here. So you guys, this is at 52nd and Northwestern. It's really easy to get to, especially if you're coming from out of town, because it's right at the junction of Western and I-44. But let's go in, because it's definitely too hot to garden today, you guys. So I'm gonna do a little bit of antiquing, thrifting, and I've got a couple of things in mind that I'm looking for. Stuart's telling me that I've got really, really wind-blown hair. We're going to do something fun because Stuart is going to antique along with me.
Hi,
and I get to come and see my buddy.
How are you?
It's too hot to garden today, Erin.
Oh,
so,
it's way too hot.
So I'm here with my friend Erin,
gosh.
and I'm not going to pretend that I didn't give her a heads up that we were going to be coming today.
Yes.
So she's mic'd up too. And I just thought you would be a wonderful resource for people who antique and want to be more efficient about it.
Yes.
Or really developed antiquing as a craft.
Right.
I think that's a fun thing.
Yes.
And then also I'm going to tell you about a few things that I've got in mind. But first of all, you know how proud I am of this area along Western Avenue.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
how much we both love this neighborhood.
Yes.
And I love the fact that I've got wonderful places like this so readily available to me, literally
Yes.
within walking distance.
Yes.
It makes it such a nice community, especially when I know the shopkeepers.
Yes.
Like Erin. So tell us, I know this Antique Avenue as an institution.
Right.
It's been here for as long as I have been
Yes.
here and beyond. So tell
Yes.
us a little bit about the history of this store.
Okay. Antique Avenue started in 2004, opened as Antique Avenue. Even before that, it was an antique store. So it's been an antique store for a very
Yeah.
long time. But I was here when the original owners of Antique Avenue started, and I helped start the store back then. In 2009, Randy and Matt Parsons bought this store. I opened a store down the street, Brownstone Antiques.
Yeah, which was also wonderful.
Thank you. I loved seeing you in there. It was awesome. But so they've had it since 2009. Recently, in May, actually, I bought out one of the partners, Randy Parsons. I bought his half of the store. So Matt Parsons and I are now partners, and we've brought in new dealers, and lots of fun things are happening.
It's always been a wonderful place, but oh my gosh, it's been re-energized. It has a whole really special curated appeal to it. And I just love it. It really feels fresh. So I appreciate that.
Thank you for saying that, Linda.
Okay, so I'm a huge thrifter, you know
Yes,
that. And I know
absolutely.
you are too.
Yes, I am.
What's the difference between thrifting and antiquing?
Well, as you said, we both love thrifting, no
Right.
doubt. But it's a totally different experience to go into an antique store, because when you come there, you're walking into history.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so about preserving our history. I think it's so important that we reuse and recycle, repurpose all the things.
Can we get
yes,
an amen to that?
I mean,
Because
it's so hard for me to
agree with you.
I can't buy anything new. I have such a hard time with that. I really do.
I absolutely agree. And not only that, but you can't find things of the quality
No.
of stuff that has provenance and
There's
that
no
has a
comparison.
history that's been pre-loved.
That's right. Absolutely. And you also get, when you come into a store like ours, You get the experience of the vendors in the store that bring in their wares. So you get, like you said, the provenance. It's so fun to know, where did it come from?
Yeah.
What's the history?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yes,
So it's
yes.
very experiential in a way that I think just going to your local mall is not. The other reasons that I like to antique, I immediately, even if I don't want to buy anything,
Yes.
it's better to me than like going to a movie, because I can come here and I can recapture instantly my childhood.
Yes.
It just jettisons you to the past and to your youth. Like, for example, Stuart, would you mind focusing on this precious back to school display they have? And I bet so many of you watching this immediately recognize everything from the font on the Look Jane, to those iconic globes, metal globes that we had, to the little schoolhouse, to the type of plaid on the lunchbox.
Yes, yes.
It just immediately is such a fun gift to give yourself, I think, for when you're trying to get into that back to school mood.
Absolutely, absolutely. I have several grandbabies that just went back to school, and it's such a fun time. There's nothing like that.
It's
just
so
awesome.
I love to come because I can kind of recapture my past, and I
Yes.
can. The other thing is it brings up memories
Yes.
and ideas that have just been lost, and I
Yes.
don't know without the
So right.
catalyst of seeing something old that I would have ever remembered that again. So it's just little gifts that you find around every
Yes.
turn.
Yes.
The other reason that I love to come here is because I get so many good ideas. And you don't mind
Yes.
it when people come and steal ideas,
Oh
do
my
you?
gosh, we absolutely love that. I mean, we want to be a place where people come in and they feel inspired. So we absolutely love that, and if we can help move that along, it's good for all of us. So,
And speaking
yes.
of ideas, one thing that I really exploit places like this for is, for example, your business partner, he does metal work, he does just really incredible things. If I need a resource for something, like if I want to have a metal table painted, if I need to have something recast or refinished or something along those lines, and I don't know anyone that I can trust, or that has references.
Yes, we can refer. We have lots of good referrals. We can definitely help you with that.
Yeah, that have a
Yes.
track record that she
Yes.
is comfortable in recommending. Not only that,
Absolutely.
these are local artisans.
That's right.
Local craftsmen. We're keeping it local, which is another reason to shop at the antique store right around the corner from you.
Amen.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I had to share this one thing because I happen to know and I happen to recognize it. So, Erin, I know this about you. You got
Yes.
into this whole career path because of your love for McCoy pottery.
That's right. That's right.
Look at this McCoy vase. Is this not just? I love the color of it,
Yes.
first of all. But
This-
tell me about this.
Well, it was one of the first pieces I ever got, and I actually was antiquing with my mom in Chickasha, and the owner of the antique shop, I was telling her about my love for McCoy pottery, and this was sitting on the counter, and she said, "I think you should have it." And she gave it to me, and I had just started my collection. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, and that is just, I'm sorry, you can't walk into Pottery Barn and
No.
have somebody say, "Oh, I love this. Here, take
Here,
it."
take it. No.
But I love this because I know this is a treasure of yours that's usually at your house.
Yes,
But
yes.
right now you have it here with some beautiful hydrangeas, and I love that because it's all about story. And
Yes.
stories enrich our lives, and antique stores are just jam-packed with stories.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's just wonderful.
Yes.
The other thing that I love about having resources like this, and as we're talking, Stuart, if you don't mind doing, because I know people are thinking, oh, get on with it already. I want to see the beautiful things in this store. Do just a slow pan. And let me tell you guys, Stuart hadn't been in here before. His shopping cart is already full.
Yes.
There have been so many audible gasps out of Stuart about things that he wants.
Yes,
there.
yes,
We have
absolutely.
been laughing at
Yes.
him. We have been
Yes.
laughing at Stuart and all the things he wants to put in his cart. But I can come to you and I can say, okay, this is what I'm looking for. And by the way, I have something that I'm looking for that I'm
Okay,
going to put on
okay,
your
good.
radar screen. And I can say, I'm looking for this. And so she will keep her eye out because I don't have the time to go to all these different estate sales. I know some of you you love to do that, but I don't have time to do that.
Right.
I don't know about them.
That's right.
I don't keep up with that. But she is a major resource, again, to exploit, and I can say keep an eye out for this, and she will do the hunting for me.
Absolutely. That's right.
And so
Yes.
that's another reason. Okay,
Yes.
so let's do a little tour
Okay.
of
Great.
there. And this is a huge place, by the way,
Yes,
you guys. So
it
we may
is.
have to break this up in a couple parts. But let's just kind of start at the entrance, because we are in Oklahoma. We do have that cowboy chic
Yes, we do.
vibe going that's so
Absolutely.
popular right
Yes.
now in the
Yes.
Southwest. So let's just start at the front door. And the depth and breadth of things that you have for sale is really incredible. So tell us about some of the stuff here.
Well, it's so much great stuff. You know, some Native American pottery, some carved totems, so fun. Gently loved, or maybe not so gently loved, cowboy boots.
But the fact that they're
more
not
than gently.
the fact that they're not gently loved is great. And I have bought
Yes.
cowboy boots. The brilliance about them is they're already broken in.
They're already broken in, absolutely. And another way to use them that I've used before is put a vase inside
Yes.
with your flowers inside your
yeah,
boots.
yeah.
So,
If you're doing
love
a
that.
thematic, entertaining
Yes.
kind of thing,
Yes.
if you're doing a country western
right.
theme, if you're doing whatever,
Yes.
The OSU Cowboys. Wouldn't that
Yes,
be okay?
it would
There
be
you guys. There's
awesome.
a takeaway. If you're a Cowboys fan from Oklahoma State University, how fun would that be as
Yes,
a centerpiece for your next
absolutely.
tailgate?
Yes.
So that's what I mean for shopping for ideas. This is all very fun, and I also love it because there's a big variety of both extremely valuable antiques, but also just kind of kitsch.
Yes,
kind of
absolutely.
Yeah,
We
kind
like
of,
the mix here.
yeah, kind of kitsch stuff. I mean, how cute is that?
Perfect.
Yeah, it's-
Absolutely
I have a thing for hats.
Yes.
It's a little Panama
Yes.
hat. How cute is that? How cute would that be? This looks, Jill Sharp, this reminds me of you. How cute would that be as an ornament on a tree?
Yes,
As-
that would be great.
It would be so
I love
fun.
that. Yes.
And this is just $18. So I love that. Okay, so talk to me a little bit about, for some people, antiquing is a sport.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
it's a competition, and they come
That's
not just
true.
to look for stuff, they come to kind of haggle, and they think that's
do.
part of the fun, even
Yes.
but they think that's part of the fun. So from your end of across the counter,
Yes.
what is your perspective on that?
My perspective is it is fine. It's almost expected in the antique world. I think we all want to get a good deal, and so we're not offended if a customer asks us for a discount. We always notate on our tags if there's something we don't want to discount, we just write firm on it.
Yeah.
So that way
Yeah.
you know we're not going to negotiate on this.
Yeah.
But other things, it's okay.
And
Yeah.
parenthetically, it seems like I am always drawn to the things that say firm on them. Like
You have a knack for
so
that.
speaking of, there's a table in back. You know that I've been here looking at it a
Yes.
couple of times. I want it for my topiary.
For your topiaries,
I
yes.
I
I love it.
Yes, you asked if you
Yes.
could come over and see it. And I said, of course
absolutely,
you can. Of
I
course you
can't
can.
wait.
So I've got a metal table in the back. I'm just going to tell her about it. I obviously can't fit it into Dot, my little Fiat. So Hubs will have to come back and get it for
Okay.
me, but I definitely want you to put my name on it.
Okay.
And I do want it, so that's the first thing in my shopping cart.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just all these like really fun,
Yes. Yes.
fun things.
This piece was built by my business partner, Matt Parsons. He does just beautiful work. This is copper that he aged. Obviously the deer shed antlers. It's just beautiful.
So
So
if you've
he does custom work.
And so if you've got something in your own home that needs an upgrade that you want to use without throwing it away, I've got
Right.
something in mind that I might want this distressed copper on,
Yes,
then I can
yes.
ask you about it. Could he do something like that? Yes, he could. And so there is
Yes.
Yeah.
Another resource.
another resource.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
yes.
and Stuart, just because this is all about you today, look what I just saw that you could. Stuart is looking for something very specifically. He just was talking about stained
For stained glass?
as something you could do with these. This
Absolutely.
Stained glass. Some of these are hung over here.
Yes. And
They're
up here,
just-
everywhere.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're just absolutely brilliant. Okay, that also tells me, I keep thinking of these kind of little tips that I have to remind myself. Look up.
Look up.
Because it's not just the stuff that's right in front of you.
right.
It's easy to get overwhelmed.
Yes.
So remember to look up. And
Yes.
so here's kind of my strategy when I come into a place like this that has so many things to tempt me. And so it also helps her as a shopkeeper help me. So I'm always interested in anything woven.
Yes.
Baskets, anything
Yes.
with lots of texture. I'm always interested in stuff like that. I'm always interested in something that's kind of aged metal, the same categories that I look for when I thrift.
Right.
As a general category, interesting wood things.
Yes.
I'm always interested in lamps.
Yes.
That are kind of one of a kind and very unique.
Yes.
Small tables and anything that is rattan, bamboo, or I love campaign furniture and British colonial
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so when I come into these stores, that's kind of the lens that I look through. So it might be helpful for you guys next time you go into a shop or an antique store to identify the lens through which you're going to look at
That
things.
is so smart, Linda.
So it helps
Yes.
you keep from getting overwhelmed,
Yes.
and it helps you as a shopkeeper that you can point out something that I might not spy because there's so
That's
many things
right.
here you might say and the other thing is they're not obnoxious about hounding you, but they'll say, oh, this is something you might be interested
Yes.
in, and then they'll walk away. They won't keep.
That's absolutely right. And I love that about you, Linda, that you realize that, and that it really helps us as shopkeepers to, when you say, I'm looking for this, we aren't going to
Yep.
trail around, but
Right.
we know our inventory much better.
Yeah.
So
let's
yes.
walk around here. And the other thing is it helps you curate.
Yes.
I've often said I love this place because it's carefully curated. It helps her curate things that she knows people who live in this area might be interested in.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And another lens that I'm using right now to look at some of this stuff is I'm already thinking about the holidays. Are you?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
So I am looking for Christmas items for loved ones, but I'm also looking for moi because
Yes.
I can put things on my Christmas list and I can say, I can tell you and you'll keep a list
I
and
will.
then I'll just say, oh, just talk to Erin. She's got several things. I can still be surprised because I don't know
Absolutely.
what I might get.
Absolutely.
But they're things that I
Yes.
know I want.
Yes.
I mean, look at these little
They're
chairs.
adorable.
These little back-to-school
So
chairs.
Cute. So cute.
Just so fun. Oh
and
my
you
gosh.
see the vintage Coke machine?
Okay,
mean, how fun is
incredible.
that?
Incredible. And that's a great price on that, I
It's
might
a
add.
great price, and it works. It's good to go.
Yeah.
So,
Stuart,
fun
I
on your
think
back
you need this by
patio.
your pool table.
by the pool table would be perfect.
Yeah,
Yes.
I absolutely think so. If you're wanting to do a retro 60s vibe, how fun would this chair
Yes.
be?
Yes.
If your name began with an F, there's just, like I say, there's just so many different things.
Yes.
Another category that you obviously know that I'm always looking for is anything that I can use to display in the garden or
Yes.
to do flower arranging.
Right.
in.
Yes.
So,
Well, I know we have
let's-
several baskets that I think have your name on them right now.
really?
Yeah, we do have a lot in the store.
Okay, that's a big.
Definitely.
That's a big
Yes.
promise.
Yes. Well, I'm telling you, we really
Okay,
do.
okay, let's see if she can fulfill. Like right now, okay, look at this chair. This
that
chair
great?
has been so
It's
beautifully
perfectly worn.
loved.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Yes.
My husband would go crazy. Okay, 389.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's so comfy.
oh my gosh.
Yes.
How Ralph Lauren is this?
It's totally Ralph Lauren. Yes. Absolutely.
And not only that, the cushion isn't even broken down. It
Right.
still has a lot of oomph to it.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, oh gosh, okay, hubs for Christmas, you know.
Yes.
I also we collect maps.
Oh, okay. I
And
didn't
so
realize that.
it's our thing when we travel
Yes.
that we collect because it's easy to bring home. And
Absolutely.
we try to bring back a map of any place we
Yes.
visited. So I mean, things like this,
Beautiful.
what a statement piece.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, look at these fun vases.
Aren't those great?
Look at these fun vases. I also kind of have a weakness for blankets.
And we do get a lot of really cool textural
Look
things,
over there, Stuart.
blankets, pillows. Oh,
Look at
pool
that
balls.
pool set. Yeah. So I may have to make a list for Stuart.
okay. That's a good idea.
Christmas gift ideas for Stuart.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you collect antique cameras,
Yes.
oh gosh, so I've already found one thing I'm kind of coveting. And you have, like I say, you just have great Western stuff. If you're visiting Oklahoma from out of state or from wherever, and you are looking for any kind of beadwork, of turquoise jewelry, of silver jewelry, belt buckles, these kinds of things, oh my gosh, look at those bolo ties.
Beautiful? Yes.
Okay, gift
And
idea.
then these are all hat bands for the awesome hats that we sell.
And very reasonable for a really special
Yes.
gift. You could even buy an inexpensive hat from someplace and then pair it with one of these beaded
That is
bands.
perfect on you.
Okay, what do you think? You know,
Like it's really good.
I love hats.
It's
I
really,
do
really good.
love hats.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, it's just brilliant, very, very fun. Look at those wallets.
Aren't those great? Do you remember doing that as a kid?
Yeah.
Like stamping in the leather?
Yeah, what's that called? It's called
I just call it leather stamping. I don't know.
leather work. I thought but no.
Yes.
How fun. And look at that one. It's got fish on it. See, that is the kind of thing Hubs would just.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That would be
A
perfect.
one of a kind. You just can't
Yes.
find one of a kind gifts. If you are stumped to know what to get for people, antique stores are brilliant solutions. Oh my gosh.
Aren't those sweet?
Baby moccasins. Oh my gosh, that makes my heart hurt. It makes my heart hurt because I had a
So
little pair of those
sweet.
for my boys.
Oh, you did?
But you know what I would do with those now? I would hang them and they could be another Christmas tree.
They could. That would
Ornament
be so cute.
to
like
go with
the
the
whole
hat.
tree with the hat.
Yeah,
Yes.
it could be
Love it.
absolutely
Absolutely
adorable.
love it.
Okay, make sure when you go to these kind of places, always pick up a business card because you want to know who the shopkeepers are. Please ask for Erin when you come in. Tell her I sent you. She will just love to talk to you guys.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's
Yes.
just so many things here. Everything is just more fun than the next. Remember to look up. Stuart is looking actually for a light fixture. So he needs to remember to look up. Okay.
So kind of one of those stained glass type fixtures, Stuart?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
okay.
but I think he wants the rectangular shape, so he's
Right,
kind of keeping an
right.
eye on.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Here's another thing. This
Okay.
is why I love to come to these places because they also make me feel kind of smart. Do you know that I have in my 1935 Crown Heights house, I have this exact light fixture.
You do? Oh, I love that.
Now, it doesn't have the crystals on it anymore, and I kind of like it better without the crystals.
Right.
Okay. This one is $229. I bought mine for $60 in an antique store.
Oh, that's great.
years ago, like 25 years ago.
Did you have to have it rewired, or was it all
It was already good to go.
Oh, that's great.
I just had to have it hung.
Yes.
And parenthetically, it matched one that I already had hanging in my 1935 house.
Yes.
So that's kind of the vintage of it.
Love
but if I
it.
wanted to continue with that thematic, I know where I can find one.
That's right. Absolutely.
But I also feel
Yes.
smart, and I feel like I got a good
You
deal.
did get a good deal. You
Yeah.
really did. Yes.
Just wonderful. Okay, right here. Like, this is what I mean, jettisoning me back to my past. Look at this. My sister had an identical one hanging in her
Oh, she
bedroom
did?
growing up.
How fun.
Yes.
I love
And she's
that.
50 years old right now, but she had an identical
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Well,
Absolutely.
hadn't
love
thought about that in years.
Yes. Yes.
We're obviously talking about the taxidermy there, right?
Huh? The taxidermy?
Sister
No,
had-
no, she did
Yeah.
not have wild boar heads hanging in her bedroom.
But see, our wild boars wear hats, so that makes them way cooler.
and it makes and it's so much more approachable.
That's right. That's right.
Despite baring their teeth. Yes, Stuart. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Stuart, you're so witty. You're so witty. I also love the old mirrors.
Yes.
So you've
we
got
do have
you've
some
got great old mirrors.
Yes.
Which is something else that you couldn't find new. I mean, where else could you find a buffalo hide?
Not many places.
Not many places, but you can find a buffalo.
This would be
buffalo hide
awesome
hair.
as your living room rug.
It
You
would
know, in
be
front of the
incredible.
fireplace.
Yeah, and you could spend multiple thousands of dollars
Yes.
on an antique rug, and this one it could be yours for $13.88.
That's right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Unless you haggle, I'll give you $13.80 for it.
That's a deal.
Now you have to find a place for me to put it.
Right.
Okay, look at this other stuff. I mean, it's just. We need to move faster because people I know are just going, oh, come on. Okay, look at these. You know how popular bird cages are. You have several.
Yes, we do.
This one is just $78. And it's already been beautifully aged.
Yes.
It's metal, you guys.
Yes.
Metal and wood.
So this would be great in the garden.
This would be great in the garden, except for I wouldn't bear to put it out there because I'm afraid it would rot, but I would put this in my living room, or I would put this, if I had a conservatory, if I had a greenhouse.
Yes, absolutely.
If I had a garden room, definitely.
Yes.
And certainly if I had a canary or a songbird.
Right.
I would
Definitely.
need that.
Yes.
Okay, like I love stuff like this.
Yes, I was just going to say, you're entering the bamboo area.
Yeah.
So rattan, bamboo.
Yeah, and the important thing to look at for that kind of stuff is there is vintage to that. So some of it's 60s, some of
That's
it's
right.
even pre-60s,
That's
some
right.
of it's, and I
Yes.
tend to like the stuff that's a little bit more pre-60s.
Yes.
But oh my gosh, if you do the retro thing.
Yes, like this set is a Brown Jordan, which is a high-end maker from the 1960s. So
Oh my
much fun with
gosh.
the swivel chairs.
And that is so popular with people in their 20s and 30s right now.
Absolutely, yes it is.
What a bargain,
then-
what a steal.
Of course, you need the Vegas Showgirls decanters. I mean,
Yes.
everybody needs that.
Well, because
How fun, 'cause you need a little
because who
kitsch.
doesn't? You do need a little kitsch.
Yes, and wouldn't this be great in your bar? Because they're
Oh,
actually
my
decanters.
gosh.
See?
No.
Yeah.
And you know where that would be great in your bar? What I love about it is if you didn't have your bar too cluttered. So these
Yes.
really stood out.
Exactly.
So if you didn't have
Exactly.
too much kitsch, you just have
Yes.
to have the right kind of kitsch.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, speaking of Stuart loves to play poker. Am I revealing? Okay, Stuart loves to play poker.
Okay, all right.
He's
all
a
right.
gambling man.
A gambling man.
Okay, you've got all those poker chips, Stuart. Look at this. Why couldn't you do something like this
Oh my gosh.
with your poker chips?
With the
What
poker
is
chips,
what is
that would be
this,
great.
Erin? Is
It's
this like
acrylic.
a resin? Oh, it's acrylic.
Yes. So
Oh
you
my
know, he'd just lay them all
gosh.
out and then pour his resin acrylic on there.
You probably know
So-
somebody who could do this, and if not, Stuart, you could Google that, and you could probably
Yes,
do it yourself.
Absolutely.
How fun would this be? We'll put that on your list, Stuart, of things to do. Okay, this, like I love this.
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
love
That's
the
the
color
old
of
bamboo.
it.
Yes.
This is the old bamboo. It's red. This is the undercolor, you know, in my kitchen area, and I've got that green with
Yes.
that under layer of red.
Right.
Wouldn't this
Yes.
be brilliant?
That would be wonderful. Absolutely.
And I love
Yes.
things that are portable that could be used in a multitude of different ways.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Love that. Books, also, you guys, you know, I am a huge history fan.
Yes.
So she's got a whole category of FDR books here. So, oh, Stuart, look. Stuart loves to smoke a pipe. These remind me of my dad.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Prepare to get a little teary-eyed when you come here too, because
Yes.
you can be overwhelmed by memories.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I am also loving this landscape. It reminds
that
me of
beautiful?
our property in Colorado.
Yes.
So that oil on board landscape,
Yes. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It
and
really
I think
is.
it's priced really well.
I think
know,
it's
yes.
priced
Yes.
incredibly, even if you're going to reframe it.
Yes.
I think it's
Yes.
priced. Okay, this is something that I pointed out to you the other day that I just loved. And I'm really going to have to think about it because you said somebody just about bought it yesterday.
Yes, absolutely.
This little desk.
Yes. That is Sly Furniture Company.
Oh my gosh. $5.79.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful piece.
Oh, and it works. I mean, you know,
Yes.
it's got these brass poles.
Yes.
It's dovetail. It's actually made well.
Is it? Okay, and look at this leather
And the leather
inlay.
inlay, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And I love the way you've styled it here. That's another reason to come to antique stores, is you get ideas on styling and staging.
Yes.
And it's another way to shop for ideas.
That's right. Absolutely.
When you come here.
Yes. I think this would look great in your house, Linda.
And you know, it fits my house. I think it really does.
Yes.
It fits the tone and the tenor and the style
Yes.
of my house.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to have to think about that. And by the way, if I think about it, and I think I absolutely have to have it, Erin has a layaway spot.
That's right. We
in
have
the back.
layaway
Yeah.
available. Also, if you need to think about it for 24 hours, we can just put your name on it, just your name and phone number, and we'll just hold it for you. So you can think
Okay,
about
I
it.
can,
And
I can
maybe
still
you
think
need to
about
talk
it. Okay,
to the hubs. So
I don't need permission from hubs. What I need is I have to find the perfect spot
Find
for
the
it.
spot.
So for me,
Yes.
because I really am careful about anything I'm bringing into my house right now, because I'm at
Yes.
the purging stage. I'm getting rid of
I
a
get
lot of
that.
stuff.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about that. If I'm somebody that is purging, and I've got a lot of great stuff,
Yes.
and I'm more than happy to give a lot of it to Goodwill and the Salvation Army and Habitat for Humanity. But let's say I've got some more stuff
yes.
that I want to get rid of, that I know my kids won't want, and I know it has some value.
Yes. Yes.
Can I come to you
You
with stuff like that?
absolutely can. You absolutely can. That's how we get a lot of
Okay.
merchandise from people who are downsizing or purging, as you are.
So how does that work? Do you take stuff on consignment?
I
you
don't do
just
consignment, but what I do is I buy. So what you could do
Okay.
as a customer, you could either, if it's a small item, you could bring it by and let us look, see if we're interested. You also could just send us photos along with the price that you think you want for it, and we just go from there.
But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking you're just going to come over for a glass of wine.
I think that sounds
And
great.
we're just going to walk through my house,
Yes.
and I'm going to say, okay, these are things that I don't see fitting into my future world, or don't
Yes.
speak to my future self anymore.
Yes.
And a lot of times, quite frankly, you guys, I don't even care if I really get any money out of them, but I don't want to take the time to sell them on Facebook
Right.
Market or on
Yes.
eBay.
Yes.
I just want them to go to a loved home,
Mm-hmm.
and then that way I can maybe make just a little bit or just enough to buy something here that I
Yes.
do want. So it's kind of like an exchange.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I like the circularity of that.
Yes, yes.
So that's something else. People always,
That's
you know,
right.
inquiring minds want to know.
That is-
okay, I'm
that's
thinking about
right.
this. Okay, see this down here. Look at this. Is a great idea, people. And you know what I did at Myriad Botanical Gardens 2 years ago, maybe 3.
Yes.
I did a whole program on hygge, the art
Yes.
of coziness, the Scandinavian art of coziness and things.
Wow. Oh, I love
on
that.
hygge, and they're into candles and just coziness indoors and out. And I had one of these, and I
Yes.
made one
Yes.
myself out of a
Yes.
log. So if you guys had lots of storm damage from the most recent ice storm or
Yes.
storm here, just take that, get a drill bit. I used tapers in mine,
Yes.
but there you go.
Perfect.
Wonderful idea. Shop for ideas like that when you come in
Yes.
places like this.
Absolutely.
So many people collect blue and white now.
Yes.
Okay, I also am loving these candlesticks.
Those
I have
are
a weakness
beautiful.
for candlesticks also.
These are antique English candlesticks. They're just perfect.
And they look, is this mahogany?
I think it's probably walnut.
I don't know what it is, but these would look great. And they're the perfect vintage of my. Now, one thing to take into account, you guys, though, is these are going to take very narrow candles.
they are.
And so the typical candles you get wouldn't fit in
Yes.
here. So that might be a tipping point on whether you buy or you don't buy something.
But what I do with these things
Shave
is
it?
I either shave it or I just melt the end take my little lighter and I melt the end, get it to fit in there perfectly, and then it's great.
I knew you'd have a solution. So whether or not you're into like 60s kind of stuff, retro stuff, excuse me, sir, older stuff. Oh, look up here. Look at that birdcage.
Isn't that great?
That is great. Oh my gosh, look at that basket.
There's a basket. I told
There's
you
a
we have
basket.
a lot of baskets. that
Do you
I
know
thought
how
you would
okay.
like.
You may okay. Do you know how much that is, or can you find
I
out
will
for
find
me?
out for you. I absolutely will.
Okay. Now the
Yes.
reason that this caught my eye is I bought. Let me tell you this. So I was thrifting in
Yes.
small town Oklahoma, and I found a basket that had that exact same weave, same
Yes.
finish, and everything. It was huge, like this
Oh, I
big.
love that.
Had handles on it.
Yes.
I've got it in my bedroom right now. I got it
Yes.
for $10.
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm not expecting to get such a great deal when I come to an antique store, but nevertheless, the value of my ensemble will be spread across the
Yes,
board, and I'm supporting a
absolutely.
local shopkeeper.
Yes.
So I love the finish on that.
Yes, I do
So-
too. I love that. I will find out the price for you on that.
And look at another fun mirror here. I haven't been in this stall yet. Okay, look. Another
Absolutely
bird
love
cage.
that bird cage. Absolutely love it. And look at this basket back here, Linda. That makes me think of you.
It's the same weave, Erin.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I have lust in my,
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh.
It's perfect.
This is exactly, I mean, down to the finish.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yes.
Look at that, of these supports, of these
Yes.
vertical supports in here. And it looks to be in pretty, oh look, this has handles too. I bet at one time this had a lid.
I bet it did. I bet it did.
Okay, if this is in my
Would you
price
use this
range,
for
I
plants?
would,
Or
no,
what do you
I
think?
would use this. I want a really large laundry basket.
Yes. Oh, that'd be perfect.
Because the one I have
Yes.
now is shorter, and you can see all the laundry.
Yes.
And I don't do laundry frequently enough. I could really cram
That
this
would be perfect.
full.
You could-
It's
yes,
lightweight.
absolutely.
Okay. If it's
Yes.
in my price range, oh my gosh, it's $65. But you know what? Would you take 64?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
We take 64.
Okay, I put the. See, I haggle.
She
I
haggled. Yes.
I haggle.
Yes.
Okay, I need this.
All right, absolutely.
I need this.
Okay.
So, even though this isn't $10 like my other one, when I put them together,
Yes.
I'll have a very curated look. I'm supporting a local business. And if I
Absolutely.
bought that brand new,
Oh yeah.
twice as much,
Yes,
and it wouldn't
definitely.
match. And so one way to make things look uncluttered is to have them have kind of a homogeneous quality to
Yes,
them.
yes.
Okay, that also will not fit in Dot the Fiat, so
Okay.
I will have to come back.
That's fine.
Keep
That's
it.
fine. We will put a sold tag on it. And
Oh my gosh. Well, you know
get
what?
you fixed up.
Okay, now I feel like I've got some. I've done what I wanted to do. I got a treat for myself. So we're going to stop it here, though. We could go on and on and on.
Yes.
And you know, I love you and I love this
Oh,
place.
love you. This is so much
And
fun.
I am going to have you come over
Yes.
and go through my house.
Okay.
And I'm going to have you come away with some stuff.
Okay.
Because
Oh, that sounds great.
my parents lived in a huge 3-story home. You know, I've got 9 brothers and sisters, so
Oh,
there was a lot
right.
of stuff. And
Yes.
I still have lots of her things. My mother-in-law passed recently. So I have a lot of things that I love, but I
Yes.
don't have places for them.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
want them to find a good home with somebody else who will love them.
That would be
So
wonderful.
we'll make a
Yes.
date.
Yes.
We'll do this. I want the table. I want that basket.
Okay.
We can settle up later.
Yes.
Do you mind if just Stuart and I now walk around?
I think that would be great. You guys have fun.
Okay. Thanks,
All
dear.
right.
Okay, I'll be in
Okay.
touch.
Let me know if you need me.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Erin, this has been the most fun that Stuart and I have had in ages.
Oh my
Thank you
gosh.
so
It's been
much.
so much fun for me, Linda. This
Oh
has
my
been
gosh, it is so
awesome.
much fun. You guys, this is a place you do not want to miss if you're in the Oklahoma City area. So, at the end of every one of my videos, Erin, I do this, what I call a fashion epilogue, because followers are just kind of curious about where I get the components of my ensemble.
Right.
So I deconstruct my outfit for the day.
Okay.
You look adorable as always.
Thank
so I
you.
thought it would be fun if we do a twinning thing kind of today.
that's
and you can share where you get your stuff.
Okay. All right.
So these earrings you guys have seen before. I've worn them a number of times this summer. I got these at Burlington Coat Factory. I think they were probably under $5. Surprisingly, they go with lots of different things. In fact, they would go great with your shirt.
They
I
would
think.
go great.
They're very summery.
Absolutely.
I really
Yes.
like them. My dress I got from Madewell a year and a half ago. I did a whole program at Madewell in store once where I did Tussie Mussies, and I put together Tussie Mussies
Yes.
and also wore different outfits and things. It was really
Love
fun,
that.
and I had to come home with this dress that I love, and I especially love it because it has pockets.
It has pockets. That's the most important thing.
Isn't it so
Yes,
true?
I
It
love
is
it.
absolutely so true. Here's a tip. If you are going antiquing, if you're going thrifting or whatever, Erin and I were talking about this a little bit earlier, you want to make sure that you're comfortable. It's very hot out right now, so we're both dressed in kind of a cool way, and we both have on comfortable footwear.
Yes, we do.
So you guys have seen these before. This is a pair of Madden Girl foot form sandals. You guys know I like them because, and I also like them, Erin. I get so excited I can't talk, but I also like them because I can use them. I can wear them in the garden. They're waterproof, and then they
Yes.
look kind of, they're industrial cute.
I love that. They are. Yes.
Yeah, they're practical,
totally.
cute.
Yes.
And my sunglasses, where did I get these? Oh, these are Lucky Brand. I think I've worn these before. I got these at the Outlet Mall in Dillon, Colorado.
Okay,
Because we love
awesome.
Colorado and are always there. So that's my
Yes.
outfit for today.
So
Take
cute.
it away.
Okay, well, I will start with my jewelry because it's all vintage. I bought this at an estate sale several years ago, as well as this gold bracelet, these earrings, all estate sale finds. I love estate sales.
I love that.
You can find so many great things there. I do not remember where I got this shirt and skirt because I've had it about 2 years, but I did just get these really fun, comfy shoes at the Skechers outlet just this past weekend. I
So
love them.
you're on your feet all of the time.
All day long,
as
yes.
one thing I love, this is just one of those charming incidentals that I think makes things especially meaningful. I love the way Erin refers to herself as a shopkeeper.
I feel like that's the perfect description for what I do.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much.
Thank
and that's
you,
a wonderful
Linda.
note to end on. You know I'll be back.
Absolutely. Can't wait
Okay,
to see you.
thanks.
Thank you.